like I saw you say something like this on your podcast. Like, look, I'm putting myself out there having a podcast and I'm starting it late and I'm starting from nowhere and I'm a nobody starting out and all that stuff. And, it's really easy for people to sit back in their houses, not putting themselves out there and doing anything and judging. And that kind of shit I have no tolerance for. Zero. And I'm a kind person until you do shit like that, like judge somebody or talk shit about somebody that's trying to start something. And look, do I know when I put out like my ridiculously goofy reels or my Instagram stories or whatever that people are going to snicker and, probably text things to each other or whatever it is. But like,
who gives a shit?
I don't care.
I know.
That's the place you really want to achieve in your life, is like, you actually don't care about that. Now, I care if somebody thinks that I'm kind or if I'm this, but I don't care if somebody thinks that I look ridiculous doing my, the reel that you and I did that we had such a great time at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
a tutu running through your house.
Exactly, because that's who I am. And I think that if you're starting a new business, there is going to be that chatter in your head of feeling like, oh, I'm nobody, I'm starting out, or people are going to think this is silly, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. But that's the kind of stuff you just have to shut off. You just have to tell yourself, like, stop it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
owning it.
Don't
I'm honest.
worry about
I'm like,
that.
Hey, you guys, at the time, I'm like, I was 45. I'm starting small. Mm-hmm. I have 0 Instagram followers. I just opened this Instagram account and here I am.
Yeah.
Is it embarrassing? Of course it is. But I feel like if you own it, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, in terms of your social media, social media is a big thing for all of us. How do you manage the weight of all of that? Like, you run a huge company, you have a family. How do you manage the weight of a platform like that? That's like a 24-hour job.
Honestly, I didn't really focus on it until about, I'd say, 3 years ago, which is late, very late for
mine was September.
Right. Yours is September, which is also late, but like, for somebody that already had an established company, it was really late. And again, like, that was just me being like, oh, I should probably focus on this a little bit. It honestly wasn't until a year and a half ago when I was like, okay, I'm going to be, or through 2 years ago, I was like, all right, I'm the face of the brand. I'm going to be, I look at it as it's a direct link to my customer. Mm-hmm. And that was really important to me, because when I came back into the business 3 years ago, I was like, I don't care about wholesale. I care about speaking directly to my customer. And she is, cool. She is hardworking. She is like, there's a lot of things that we have in pillars that we set. We have like different pillars that we have to make sure that we're hitting in order to post something, which is like philanthropy, fashion, family, comedy. It has to make you laugh, or something that makes you think, right? But yeah, I mean, it's its own beast. It's a lot, but it's really important. It's a very important platform. I mean, we slide into DMs of huge Instagrammers and influencers and be like, hey, we love your look. We'd love to send you a package. We don't know them. And I think it's pretty much 100%, maybe 99% of people are like, yeah, great. And they post, so it's like really powerful in those kind of instances, especially if you have a product. Now, are they always going to post? No. Influencers, I mean, I get sent tons of shit every week, and I'm not even technically not an influencer. The face of my brand, but if I'm getting that much, they're getting 75 times more than that. So you don't always know if it's going to work, but it's just, or even like we're making a list, because I want to do like a weekly, we haven't named it yet, but I just want to do a weekly like Instagram live with people that I think are interesting to talk to. Mm-hmm. And I made a list of, and that's a way to just slide into those DMs, being like, hey, Melinda wants to go on live with you. Do you have 30 minutes? Like, she's just talking about interesting things, or, things, how you built that type of view. And it's just really powerful like that. Like, don't be afraid of sliding into people's DMs that have no idea who you are and asking them, hey, I think you're fab, or I think you're very cool. Can you be a part of what I'm doing?